Think about this for a moment. That glass of water sitting on your table right now might look ordinary, but it holds secrets that ancient civilizations treasured for thousands of years. In fact, what I'm about to share with you about water could completely change the way you think about healing, energy, and your own spiritual power. This isn't just another health challenge. This is about awakening something deep within you that's been waiting to be discovered. And the best part? The key to unlocking this power has been right in front of you all along. You might be wondering why another water challenge would be any different from what you've tried before. But this isn't about just drinking 8 glasses a day or staying hydrated. This is about tapping into water's sacred energy, the same energy that carved our planet's mighty canyons and sustains every living thing. What if I told you that every sip of water could be transformed into a powerful healing force simply by understanding the ancient secrets I'm about to share with you? Picture this. In just 7 days, you could experience changes you never thought possible, all through the magical properties of water that modern science is only beginning to understand. This challenge isn't just about drinking water. It's about awakening your body's natural healing abilities and connecting to something far greater than yourself. Let me ask you something important. Do you often feel tired even after a full night's sleep? Do you struggle with brain fog, low energy, or feeling disconnected from your spiritual side? These aren't just random problems. They're signs that your body and spirit are desperately seeking something deeper than regular hydration. The truth is, most people are walking around in a state of spiritual drought, and they don't even know it. Think about this. Your body is made up of roughly 60% water, but your brain is 73% water, and your heart is about 80% water. These aren't just interesting facts. They're clues to understanding why water is so crucial for both physical and spiritual healing. When you're not properly hydrated, you're not just affecting your body, you're dimming your spiritual light, blocking your energy channels, and limiting your connection to the universe's healing forces. But here's what's really exciting. When you learn to work with water the right way, combining ancient wisdom with modern understanding, you can unlock healing potential you never knew you had. This isn't about complicated rituals or expensive treatments. It's about learning to transform something as simple as drinking water into a powerful spiritual practice that can change your life from the inside out. Water isn't just a substance. It's the oldest healer on our planet. Long before modern medicine, before pills and treatments, our ancestors understood water's sacred power. In every corner of the world, from the holy rivers of India to the sacred wells of Ireland, water was seen as a direct connection to the divine. These weren't just stories or myths. They were based on deep wisdom that has largely been forgotten in our modern world. Ancient cultures didn't just drink water. They had a relationship with it. They understood that water was alive in its own way, capable of carrying energy, memories, and healing properties. The Native Americans performed water blessing ceremonies. The Japanese used water for spiritual cleansing in Shinto rituals. The ancient Egyptians saw the Nile as the source of all life. Each of these cultures discovered something profound about water that we're only now beginning to rediscover. Think about how water moves in nature. It flows, adapts, cleanses, and transforms. It can be gentle enough to nurture a delicate flower and powerful enough to carve through solid rock. This same water flows through your body right now, carrying with it the potential for incredible transformation. Our ancestors knew that by working with water mindfully and respectfully, they could tap into its healing properties in ways that went far beyond simple hydration. When you look at water under a microscope, after it's been blessed or exposed to positive energy, its molecular structure actually changes. It forms beautiful, symmetrical patterns, like tiny snowflakes. But when water is exposed to negative energy or pollutants, its structure becomes chaotic and disorganized. This isn't just fascinating science, it's proof of what ancient cultures always knew. Water responds to energy, intention, and consciousness. Consider the places where people have reported miraculous healings throughout history. Lourdes in France, the Ganges River in India, the hot springs of Bath in England. What do they all have in common? Water. But not just any water. Water that has been treated with reverence, blessed with intention, and recognized for its sacred properties. These weren't just random occurrences. They were examples of what happens when we properly understand and work with water's true nature. In modern times, we've lost much of this connection. We treat water as just another commodity, something to be bottled, sold, and consumed without thought. We've forgotten that every drop of water on earth is part of an ancient cycle that has been flowing since the beginning of time. The water you drink today might have once been part of an ocean, a cloud, a river that sustained ancient civilizations. It carries within it the memory of all it has been and the potential of all it could be. What's truly amazing is that water's healing properties don't require you to travel to sacred sites or perform complicated rituals. The same power that exists in the holy waters of ancient times exists in every drop of water available to you right now. It's not about where the water comes from. It's about how you work with it, how you approach it, and how you understand its true nature. The ancient Egyptians had a saying, "Water is life." This wasn't just a poetic phrase, it was a deep understanding of water's fundamental role in all aspects of existence. They knew that water wasn't just necessary for physical survival, but for spiritual growth and transformation as well. When you drink water with this level of understanding and respect, you're not just hydrating your body. You're participating in an ancient practice that connects you to the very source of life itself. This challenge you're about to embark on isn't new. It's actually one of the oldest healing practices in human history. What's new is our modern understanding of why these ancient practices worked so well. We now know that water has properties that seem almost magical. It can store information, respond to intention, and carry energy in ways that science is only beginning to understand. When you combine this ancient wisdom with modern knowledge, you create something incredibly powerful, a practice that can transform both body and spirit. Just imagine, every glass of water you drink could become a powerful tool for healing, growth, and spiritual connection. Every sip could carry with it the potential for transformation that our ancestors understood so well. This isn't about adding something new to your life. It's about remembering something very old, something your body and spirit already know deep down. It's about reconnecting with one of the most fundamental and powerful forces in existence. As we continue this journey together, you'll discover that water isn't just something you drink. It's something you can work with, learn from, and use as a powerful ally in your journey toward health and spiritual growth. The ancient cultures who built their entire civilizations around water sources weren't just being practical. They were acknowledging a profound truth about water's role in human existence. And now, through this challenge, you're about to rediscover this truth for yourself. What I'm about to share with you might sound unbelievable at first, but it's backed by real scientific research. Scientists have discovered something amazing about water. It can actually remember things. Yes, you heard that right. Water has memory. When you talk to water, when you send it loving thoughts, or when you treat it with respect, it changes its very structure. This isn't some wild theory. It's something we can see under microscopes. Think about this for a moment. Every single drop of water is like a tiny computer, storing information about everything it comes into contact with. Dr. Masaru Emoto, a Japanese scientist, showed this in his groundbreaking research. He found that when water was exposed to positive words, beautiful music, or loving thoughts, it formed stunning crystal patterns when frozen. But when water was treated poorly or exposed to negative energy, it formed ugly, broken patterns. This research tells us something our ancestors already knew. Water is alive in its own special way. But it gets even more interesting. Scientists have found that water can carry this information for long periods. When you drink water that's been treated with positive intention, you're not just drinking H2O, you're taking in that positive energy too. Your body is mostly water, so when you drink water that's been charged with good energy, you're basically programming your own body with that same energy. It's like downloading healing software into your body's operating system. Now that you understand water's special powers, let's talk about how to use them in your daily life. Our 7-day challenge is designed to work with water's natural abilities to create deep, lasting changes in your body and spirit. But this isn't just about drinking water at random times. Each part of this challenge has been carefully planned to work with your body's natural rhythms and energy cycles. Every morning when you wake up, your body is like an empty vessel, ready to receive healing energy. That's why your first glass of water is the most important one of the day. When you drink water first thing in the morning, before anything else, you're setting up your entire day for success. But here's the key. It's not just about drinking the water, it's about how you drink it. Hold your glass with both hands, feeling its cool surface against your skin. Take a moment to connect with the water, to thank it for its healing properties. This might feel strange at first, but remember, water responds to your thoughts and intentions. Throughout the day, you'll drink water at specific times: sunrise, noon, sunset, and before bed. These aren't random times. They're moments when your body's energy centers are most open to receiving healing. Think of these times as doorways, special moments when the connection between your physical body and your spiritual self is strongest. During these times, water can do its deepest healing work. Let's break down exactly what you'll do each day during this magical challenge. Every morning, as soon as you wake up, before checking your phone or doing anything else, you'll drink your first glass of water. But here's the special part. You'll hold the glass in both hands, close your eyes, and take 3 deep breaths. With each breath, imagine pure healing light filling the water. As you drink, feel that light spreading through your whole body, waking up every cell. 4 times each day, you'll repeat this practice. but each time will have its own special focus. In the morning, focus on cleansing and renewal. At noon, think about energy and vitality. At sunset, focus on releasing any negative energy you've picked up during the day. And before bed, think about healing and restoration. This isn't just about drinking water. It's about creating a relationship with water and using it as a tool for transformation. Each day of the challenge builds on the one before it. You might start noticing changes as early as day 1. Maybe more energy, clearer skin, or a sense of peace you haven't felt before. Some people report feeling more connected to their intuition, like they can finally hear their inner voice clearly. Others notice their dreams become more vivid, their thoughts clearer, and their emotions more balanced. All of this happens because you're not just hydrating your body, you're feeding your spirit with water that's been charged with positive energy and intention. Remember, this practice isn't about perfection. It's about connection. Some days you might forget a session or feel too busy to take the full time. That's okay. What matters is that you keep coming back to the practice. Keep working with the water. Keep holding those intentions for healing and growth. Each time you drink mindfully, you're strengthening your connection to this ancient source of healing and wisdom. As you go through each day, you might start noticing things you never paid attention to before. The way water feels in your mouth might become more vivid. You might start tasting subtle differences between different waters. Your body might start craving water at specific times, or you might naturally feel drawn to drink more water than usual. These are all signs that your body is waking up to water's healing properties, that you're becoming more attuned to its natural wisdom. Think of this practice as having a conversation with water. Each time you drink, you're not just taking something into your body, you're participating in an exchange of energy. The water gives you its healing properties, and you give it your gratitude and intention. This exchange creates a powerful cycle of healing that gets stronger with each passing day. The more mindfully you drink, the more powerful the effects become. Let's talk about how to set up your water practice the right way. This isn't just about grabbing any bottle of water from your kitchen. It's about creating a sacred space for your healing journey. First, you'll need clean glass containers for your water. Why glass? Because glass is pure. It doesn't leak chemicals into your water, and it helps maintain water's natural energy structure. Avoid plastic bottles. They can interfere with water's ability to hold positive energy. Finding the right spot for your water is just as important as the container you use. Think of a quiet corner in your home where you can keep your water away from electronics and negative energy. Maybe it's near a window where morning sunlight can touch it, or in a peaceful corner of your kitchen. Some people like to create a small altar with their water bottle, surrounding it with things that bring them joy. Maybe a few crystals, some fresh flowers, or a special cloth. But don't worry if you can't do all this. The most important thing is your intention. Temperature matters too. Room temperature water is best for this practice because it's easier for your body to absorb and work with. Very cold water can shock your system and make it harder to maintain that peaceful, mindful state we're trying to create. If you like, you can place clear quartz crystals near your water. They're known to amplify positive energy. But remember, the most powerful tool you have is your own loving intention. A simple glass of water held with love is more powerful than the fanciest setup without intention. Now let's explore what you might experience during these 7 magical days. Day 1 is all about physical cleansing. Don't be surprised if you need to visit the bathroom more often. This is your body releasing toxins and making space for new energy. You might notice your skin looking clearer or feeling softer. Some people even report that their eyes look brighter. This is just the beginning of your body's awakening. By day 3, many people start noticing changes in their emotional state. You might feel more balanced, less reactive to small annoyances. Water has a natural calming effect on our emotions, helping us flow more easily through life's challenges. You might find yourself handling stressful situations with more grace, or feeling more connected to your own inner wisdom. This happens because proper hydration helps your brain function better, and when your brain is properly hydrated, your emotions become more stable. Around day 5, something really special starts happening. People often report feeling more spiritually connected, more in tune with their intuition. Your dreams might become more vivid, your meditation deeper. You might start noticing synchronicities in your life, those magical little coincidences that feel like the universe is winking at you. This is because water helps clear the channels between your physical and spiritual self, making it easier to receive guidance and inspiration. Let's talk about the obstacles you might face during this challenge and how to overcome them. One of the biggest challenges people face is simply remembering to drink water at the specified times. Here's a simple solution. Set gentle reminders on your phone. Not harsh alarms, but soft notifications that invite you to take a peaceful break with your water. Think of these reminders as sacred bells, calling you to a moment of healing. Another common challenge is feeling like you don't have time for the full ritual at each drinking session. Life gets busy, and sometimes you might feel rushed. Here's what you need to know. Even a few seconds of mindful intention are better than drinking water without any awareness. If you're really pressed for time, you can simply hold your water, take one deep breath, and set your intention. The water will still respond to your loving thoughts, even in these brief moments. Some people worry that they're not doing it right. Maybe they're not feeling immediate changes, or they're not sure if their intentions are strong enough. Remember this: water responds to authenticity, not perfection. Your genuine desire to connect with water's healing properties is more important than following any rigid rules. Trust that your body and spirit know exactly what they need, and that water will work with you in the perfect way for your unique journey. Sometimes you might feel physical changes that seem uncomfortable at first. Maybe you're visiting the bathroom more often, or feeling more emotional than usual. These are actually good signs. They show that your body is releasing old energy and making space for new healing. Think of it like spring cleaning for your body and spirit. Just like cleaning a cluttered room might look messy in the middle of the process, your body might go through some temporary disruptions as it adjusts to this new way of working with water. If you live in a busy household, finding quiet moments for your water practice might seem challenging. Create a special signal with your family or roommates, maybe wearing headphones or placing a small sign on your door, to show that you're taking a few minutes for your healing practice. You might be surprised to find that others become curious about what you're doing, and some might even want to join you on this journey. Some people worry about the quality of their tap water. While using filtered or spring water is nice, remember that your intention and blessing can transform any water. If you're concerned, You can add a simple prayer or blessing, asking the water to release any negative energies and hold